Please consult anyone who is in need at this time, and thank you for the Gypsy Hobo readings. There's a lot of gossip. People like to talk, they always do. Let's see. Talking about people. Da, 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 da. Bonnie Raitt. Let's give them something to talk about. Something over on Church Street. Utah. Could be Church Street in Utah. Just so that you know, the Gypsy Hobo readings, for those of you, this is your first experience. The reason why I call them Gypsy Hobo readings is because they take in anywhere in the world. Different countries can come up, states, cities, you name it. Street names could come up. Names can come up. It's global. So it even gives you a even more actually bigger exercise to use your intuition as to what applies and what does not. And please do not make the situation your circumstance or the circumstance your situation. This is a general collective reading, which means that it may lightly touch many or only a few. So you have to see how it works for you. Here we have Daniel chapter 11, verse 27. This came up before. As for both of these kings, their hearts and minds shall be set on doing mischief. They shall speak lies over the same table, but it will not succeed, for the end is yet to be at the time appointed. Church Street, Utah. These two kings. One may be named Daniel, for all I know, or the name Daniel may be involved. All right. Psalm chapter 41, verse 9. And also we get biblical, um, you know, quotes and what have you, quotes a verse because from the Amplified KJV, because anything else, if I used anything else, it would be too much of a slant, I think, in certain directions that I like to stay, like the Buddha says, stay the middle path. Even my own familiar friend in whom I trusted, who ate of my bread, has lifted up his heel against me. This is Psalm chapter 41, verse 9. So this is somebody that you trusted. Somebody that was trusted is going to betray someone. I could see it. Cologne. Somebody smelling someone's cologne on someone or sniffing something out. Okay. Next line is flowers. We have seen that before in the the Gypsy Hobo reading that is already done over on Patreon. So, on Sundays they get theirs first before you get yours. We use the same batch of cards. I just reshuffle them. Fireplace, Utah, something in a fireplace. Could somebody have put something in a fireplace? Like, I don't want your flowers. And throw them in the fireplace. Real dramatic. I don't know. I don't know. Bank fraud. Ooh, snap. As for both of these kings, one lying on the other. Over information withheld. So you didn't know, like it says, even my own familiar friend. Sounds like Job too. Somebody's going through their Job. Um, back many years ago, I read a book on how we are like, if you can imagine it as such, because the Old Testament says better to be the head than to be the tail, that we are like cells of a sort within the body of God, and how we act is how we perceive God. Emotional. Somebody here is going to be is emotional, or they were, like the concept that when um, Yeshua, Emmanuel, Jesus, Rabbi, um, was crucified, he did it for many, not just for his own, for himself, but it covered healing for many people. Jackson, straight, scared. We did get scared too earlier. Almost, I think, in the same position, if I'm not mistaken. You saw me shuffle, guys. This is Jessica over bank fraud. Jessica may be afraid. Oregon in the Rockies. Interesting. Cyber attack. Maybe you sniffed out who it was. I don't know. Encounter. So somebody wants to accidentally on purpose or just by accident run into you. Encounter. Or somebody is having a close encounter of the third kind. I think it's the third kind, isn't it? Close encounters of the third kind. Close encounter. Seduction. Yeah, they want to run into you accidentally on purpose. Hey, hey. All right. Sometimes things ain't just by accident. They just seem that way because you don't know the scope. Texas. Texas. And this is what? Eris. So this is my, the Empress or somebody who is going to inherit something here. What? Gypsy and Hobo divine. Finish it out. Thank you. Whew, I flew out. Isaiah chapter 47, verse 15. Okay, it says, such to you shall they be, those with whom you have labored, and such their fate, those who have done business with you from your youth. They will wander, every one to his own quarter and in his own direction. No one will save you. Somebody here needs to be saved, but no one's going to save them. Wow, wow, wow. Something about Chestnut Street on the back end. All righty. What in the world has gone awry? We do have Utah on the board um, for location. We have Jackson Street. We have the name Jessica. And we have Oregon. Interestingly enough, Oregon is not that far from Utah. We have Texas, which is a bit of a distance. Actually, Utah is closer to Texas, I think, than Oregon, but I don't know. Eris and such to you, no help. there will be no help here given for something. Or somebody is afraid that they won't get help or something here. Everyone will go to like walk off it's like, remember that poster? Or a lot of you don't remember that poster. Anyway, there used to be a poster during the war, Vietnam, that said, "What if there was a war and nobody came?" Like in the 70s or late 60s, you know? The bottom of the deck, somebody is hiding, or you may be. Like, please, I don't want to know anything about none of this. Because sometimes, you got to be. I will say this: you don't want to know something if you're not prepared to know it. That's the one thing I think every tarot reader should warn people. Don't, because getting triggered by the reader is not the reader's fault. Do not come to a reader unprepared for what you may hear. Don't ask to be lied to. A good reader will never do that. They'd rather give you your money back than take on that energy. Church Street. Hiding. Somebody's hiding on Church Street. What does Utah have to do with this? Ceremony. So some ceremony in Utah. Hmm. As for both of these kings, their hearts and minds shall be set on doing mischief. They shall speak lies over the same table, but it will not succeed, for the end is yet to be at the time appointed, and this is for something to be returned, to give something back. But it's something mischievous, digital footprint. Even my own familiar friend, and whom I trusted, who ate of my bread, has lifted up his heel against me when it comes down to some kind of digital footprint. I think this is somebody who is ending up down here. It's this is the safety deposit box. Someone sniffed out a safety deposit box or some uh could have to do with a cologne, a smell, something maybe didn't, kind of had a smell to it. I don't know. I can't say. Flowers, divine. What are these flowers about? For our gypsies and our hobos. Flowers. A formal affair. Ooh. So flowers, a formal affair. This might be a wedding, um, or something like that. A wedding photo. A wedding photo could be fireplace. This has to do with shared resources, inheritance, taboo, death and rebirth, wills, legacy, deep bonds. Did somebody, um, something about a wedding picture over a fireplace on the mantle? Like a mantle picture, like how big are those? 5x7s, 8x10s? Bank fraud. This is endangered species, rare. This is something you don't hear of every day. This type of bank fraud I'm getting. Wow. This has to do with an inheritance or a will. In what way, I don't know. Information's been withheld. Oh my gosh. How you all doing? Are you everything good? I hope so. Gosh, golly gee, I hope so. Thank you to my new subscribers, my returning subscribers. Welcome, 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 welcome. Everyone's welcome here. The only thing I ask is that you use your own discernment and do not make the situation your circumstance. If it isn't, it might just be something in the message that, because if you remember, um, not that I'm anywhere near, but Christ consciousness. I will say that. Um, Spoken riddles and parables, said, let those who have an ear, let them hear, because not everybody would understand until it was revealed. And some people could. CEO. So this boss withheld information. Man, he's really trying to withhold information. You want to pop out. Emotional. This might be a boss at a bank. Roosters, emotional. 1945, 1969, 1993, 2017, 1957, 1981, and 2005. We've seen this rooster, 10th sign of the Chinese zodiac. Okay? Emotional. Somebody didn't either tell this boss something, or somebody didn't tell this boss something, I think, or this boss didn't tell someone else. But Angel's protection here on Jackson Street, don't you worry about a thing. Specifically to those on Jackson Street. Okay? Shout out to Jackson Street. I got this in the same pattern, scared and a teacher. So there's this teacher that's scared about something. I used the same cards for both readings. Jessica, no stone unturned. So Jessica may be figuring something out, or or somebody is finding out something about Jessica here. Oregon, third house, neighbors, communication, learning, speaking, siblings, short travel. So what would be the shortest from Utah maybe to Oregon would be the shortest distance? And then I don't know. Ugh. This is maybe relatives traveling back and forth between Utah and Oregon. Cyber attack, divine. What is cyber attack? Is overdue, final notice. So maybe somebody was paying and they were overdue, couldn't afford it anymore to cyber attack you. Encounter. Murder plot. So somebody wants to run in. Oh Lord, stay away from me. I don't miss you. Go away. Especially if you're planning my murder. You know, this is so bizarre. Never ever in your life, but there you have it. It takes families from all over the world to make up those crime shows, right? They got to come from somewhere. You might have watched them yourself and said, "Oh my gosh, how could they I would never, oh, but blah, blah, blah." And here you are right in the middle of one. This witch seduction. Somebody here is going to try to seduce somebody to end them. Texas, succubus, female version of an incubus. This might be somebody that's meeting somebody or lived in Texas. Watch out. Oh, here she comes. She's a man eater. Okay, mental intelligence. You know this, Eris. You know this. You know it. And No one will help them. This mortgage and deed. No one will save you with regards to a mortgage and a deed. So if you have one, well, no. Divination, the bottom of the deck. So that's this witchy poo stuff. I don't know, I guess. Or it could be me, or it could be any reader, healer, somebody that uses like crystals and all that stuff. Anything of that nature. Holistic. I'm a holistic type of person, and homeopathy. Both of those rules kind of work best for me. I love herbology. I like self-cure, self-treatment, antidotes more than anything else. I have a book from one trip I was out in the Midwest, and I have a book that I picked up in a little curio shop of like old-fashioned recipes, and it has how to get rid of um oh gosh, the gout and uh, like by you know, all these weird concoctions. And when I was in school, I took a class in tinctures, and I loved making them ever since, I really do. I love making my own cure-alls. Sometimes, I have to give up and say, I can't do that, or I'm not put that's because some of the measurements, some a little bit more than what you should use can be poisonous. So I stay away from that stuff. I only use the stuff that's like natural or where it really wouldn't matter. But yeah, my mom made our cough syrup, homemade cough syrup growing up. So we never, rarely did we have store-bought cough syrup and I think the popular one at the time was Vicks 44, which was because of the 44, something about the 44 germs or something. The makeup of the flu virus has 44 something component. I forget what it was. There was some reason why it was called Vicks 44. Okay. Anyway, getting back to the matter at hand. I just don't want to bore you while I'm shuffling. Church Street. Somebody's hiding on Church Street. They are. They're mad too. Woo! They don't like you. This person hiding on Church Street. They do not like you. And that's okay. But to not like you to the point of animosity, I can't just like, okay, not my cup of tea. I'll just move on. No. I told you before, there are people out there that feel they have to do something about it, like play God or whatever. Utah ceremony in a house. Okay, the ceremony was in this house. There we get the house. Return department. As for both of these kings, as for both of these kings, my gypsies and my hobos, mature woman, they both lied about their reasons to return to this mature woman. Digital footprint, even my unfamiliar friend. Even my unfamiliar friend. Digital footprint. Uh, Somebody's surprised that there was a digital footprint of something here. Digital footprint. Somebody captured something on a phone, computer, PC, something like that. And it can be considered as evidence. Not just that you have it, but that it can be used against somebody. Somebody's surprised about this. Cologne. Somebody was, mm, mm, mm. Were they putting something in somebody's cologne and inhalant? Or were they inhaling something here? so they could get into their safety deposit box. What were they doing here? Formal affair. Poisoning somebody? What? A formal affair, a veil that included a veil. So this would maybe deal with a marriage, and this could be something coming out about a marriage. Fireplace. Somebody's concerned about the fireplace. Something may be of the mantle, on the mantle. Could be a mantle clock, even something like in the look at the back of the old pictures. People back in the day used to hide things back there. But this is something about a fireplace, something that they burned or I don't know, coming back up, death and rebirth, endangered species. This is bank failure, starseed. You're an endangered species. Something about this concern, bankruptcy, or bank, is this bankrupt? Bank fraud. Somebody here who is a celebrity has been defrauding a bank or creating fraud, committing fraud. Maybe this marriage. Is this about a marriage, a fake marriage to mhm, create a fraud for bank payments or something here? What is this information withheld? The CEO withheld this information. Who is the CEO? This is destruction. This is going to destroy this person that they withheld this information. CEO, boss, somebody who was in control of something here. Emotional, rooster. What is this? False. These are false emotions, false documents, false. Everything about it is false. The CEO is something is going down. In which case, I wanted to share this with you guys. I hope you don't mind. During my meditation earlier, I got how low you go as far as a vibrational frequency is where you have to rebuild from. You have to. So if low vibing people, when you see low vibing people, they're struggling to get way like only a fraction of what you got. If you like, you just have to keep your vibes high, and it's so simple. You just have to keep high vibing. And although, we're allowed to make our own decisions as far as free will and what have you, the idea is for you to decide to pick the higher consciousness instead of the lower. Jackson Street, Angels Protection. This is North Node, yeah. Somebody on Jackson Street's protected. And a teacher is scared of this healer. Somebody who was teaching a healer. They're scared of somebody teaching healing. Somebody who was teaching healing techniques is scared. What? I don't know if somebody is scared of this healer. No stone unturned. This clue. This is this work. Jessica, work. No stone is working on no stone being unturned with regards to something that's blocked in Oregon. Neighbors, communication, learning. Somebody's not able to travel to Oregon, or they're not able to communicate with someone in Oregon. They're not allowed, or they can't do it. Cyber attack. Because oh, because the boss is going down, so they don't have a job anymore. This is affecting people. Emotional pain. Something here is overdue. Final notice. So somebody's really upset. Encounter, murder plot. Ice King. This was some murder plot maybe here. and this is an entity attachment, a witch seducing somebody. I saw in one of my readings the King of Swords as the actual witch, so go figure. So this was someone who was using witchcraft to seduce you. This says female version. Some kind of manipulation here was somebody wanted to control somebody, a succubus, and they're mentally unstable. This is somebody who, or something about your mental, they're your opposition, but they look like they're getting pretty battered up. Yeah, and no one's going to help them about this mortgage and deed. That's what it says, right? I'm getting into the reading. I'm sorry. I just want one final card. Keeps giving me two. Mortgage and deed, thief in the family, thief family, family thief. No one's going to help this person pay their mortgage because they know that they stole this house, this family here. No one will save you when it comes to this stealing from a family or a family stealing from you. Put yourself where you need to be. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I can't thank you enough. I really can't. I'm so grateful. And it's so meaningful, more than you know, you know. It just is. It is. Trust me when I tell you. I appreciate you. I want to do some contests and stuff. I was thinking of that earlier, but I'm debating whether to make them Patreon exclusives, mm, or to make them because, you know, well, I would like for you guys to go and check out the other Gypsy Hobo readings during the week, possibly sponsor me over there as well so I can do other things, you know. This is somebody who wants to apologize verbally but doesn't know how, or wants to flirt with you. They want to approach you, but they're shy. They don't know how to go about it. What is this animosity somebody is hiding for you on Church Street? This is somebody who doesn't want you to see that they don't like you. Well, we know. Honestly, house, ceremony, Utah. You know, it ain't going to mess with your beat for somebody to not like you. There's a lot of people in the world. Not everybody likes everybody. The only thing is that doesn't give you a free license to hurt them. Someone in the past, ceremony, Utah, children in a house, something about a house in Utah where there was a ceremony involving something from the past. See him handing down this goblet to this child. It's like somebody's being initiated. I don't know what that's about. What is this with the return? Both of these kings, Page of Wands, both of these kings, mature women are coming or have stuff to say, but there's something they're trying to get you. Oh, they're trying to get you returned to the other world. I'm not kidding. Both of these kings, surprised. Somebody is surprised that they're being judged, but because they're being judged. Digital footprint. There's proof here, proof of something here, and they're surprised that they're being judged for it. What is this? Confusion. I was going to say compulsion. Confusion, illusion. This is this Two of Cups. Somebody found out found a contract in a safety deposit box. Somebody sniffed it out. Somebody's confused about this contract between two people too. It might be a hidden marriage document. It might be just in a little mini safe somewhere. Who knows? A formal, because look, this is a formal affair, flowers, and a veil. So, what's that look like to you? Somebody thought they were going to kick back and have the good life. They got married. So, okay, formal affair. Concern, fireplace. Somebody paid for fireplace. Somebody is concerned because they made money doing this. Okay, there's some money involved here. I don't know how much it is, but somebody is learning, just learning. There's money involved here. The star seed, Eight of Swords, endangered species, bank. Somebody here, is going to jail for bank fraud. You might have some weird, like, DNA, fingerprints, something that's very unique to you that this person can't replicate. And so therefore, maybe they were trying to, I don't know what they were trying to do. They had to win at all costs, though. The CEO that's being destroyed, this boss person. False documents. These are this fake birth certificate. Somebody made up a fake birth certificate for a child, possibly to receive some funds. I don't know. Or that they were married to someone, that they had a child with someone, something. Birth certificate or marriage certificate or death certificate. Take your pick. Okay. This person lied, not knowing that you were protected. Oh my gosh, Jackson Street. Somebody lied about you or they stole from you, not realizing that you were protected. There, Seven of Cups, yeah. You healed this confusion that this teacher scared because you're healed from this mind or confusing you emotionally. Somebody here is working on coming in. They want to come in and give you an offer of some kind, or and they're in Texas. This could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Leave no stone unturned. Blocked, this hermit. So Virgo may be blocked in Oregon or no access. Somebody can't get online. There's something, Oregon could be the headquarters to, I don't know, Microsoft, whatever. I'm just saying. And somebody may work for them. I don't know if Microsoft is in Oregon. One of them, I think, is right. Intel, Microsoft, whatever. And somebody works for this company that's actually in Oregon, but they may work remotely. Okay, hacking people's accounts. Somebody's emotionally upset because they've been waiting and that it's overdue. Whatever they were supposed to get this from this cyber attack, it's way overdue from what they were promised. Murder for hire. Somebody here wants to come back around because they want this money that they were paid to either mess you up or this is hitman energy. I don't like it. And this is the Ten of Cups. So somebody in your family has an entity attachment. They were seduced. They were seduced, manipulated here. They were seduced by a male, by a male witch, it looks like to me. Wow. Who is this King of Swords? Oh my gosh, look. The succubus wanted to manipulate the situation. And now somebody, your opposition, the Wheel of Fortune, mental intelligence is Eris. You know who they are now. that they're your abuser and they're your accuser. This is family. What is this about family, Divine? Queen of Wands and the family stole a mortgage and a deed. Can't make it up. And no one's helping them. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the family. And then we have the thief. And then we have mortgage and deed. And I won't tell you that it says, no one's going to help them, but it does. Okay. This is wild. And this is what it's about. It was all for this. Freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. Somebody here did not value freedom. They did not. And now they've lost it, or they are about to lose it. It looks like to me. I, wow. Guys, thank you so much for watching the channel and watching my videos. I really do hope that this helps in some way, shape, or form. And until we meet again, I wish you all the best and everyone gets justice and the best possible situation works out in the best possible way. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Peace.